This took 1 hour to make. How did you get to where you are right now? What is this called, Danny? Do you ever get beat down?
I don't think they were very enthused for their son to be like a DJ. You gotta do what you like to do and work your ass off doing it. The foreigners think I'm American, and the Americans think I'm foreign.
This is your year.
I really feel it.
Got a video I'm super excited about today, guys. We're meeting up with Danny Asadi. He's a musician here in Los Angeles, known around the world for his Persian trap music. Now, most musicians fail when they come to this city. He's not. He's making it. Let's get into his story today, hear how he's making it, also get into his background, and learn more about his style of music. Yeah, brother. My man. Oh, good to see you. In a Persian neighborhood.
Yes, sir.
Los Angeles.
Yes, sir. Persian Square.
So I came into Danny's music when I did a video series about Iran, and I was looking for the fusion music.
Right.
Of like, what's that Iranian feel, but what's something that a Western audience would dig.
Yeah.
Because the traditional Iranian stuff, while it's good, you know, I think it would put off most of the Western audience, and then if I didn't have any Iranian influence, it wouldn't have felt Iranian.
Exactly.
And that's when Danny Asadi came into the mix. And unfortunately for you, it was my first YouTube video series, and I had no idea what I was doing. So I was asking around about music, and the Iranian people I was talking to said, yeah, just put it in there, it'll be fine. I'm like, what about copyright? I heard of this copyright thing, and they're like, nah, no problem.
They're like the right to copy.
Yeah, the right to copy, it's your right. And then I put the music in the series, and I got the copyright strike, but thank God Danny gets the money for it. But I apologize.
Wait, I was gonna show you this spot.
Oh, yeah,
This is one of my favorite ice cream places. Actually, my favorite ice cream place. There's like rose, white rose, jasmine, like lavender, orange blossom.
It's an Iranian business.
This is Persian ice cream, yeah. It started in Iran 75 years ago?
75 years
Wow.
And it's been in LA for about 40 years. I can only go to Iran once a year,
Yep.
and I can only stay there for not more than 3 months. Before that, I gotta head out. Because if you stay more than 3 months, then you kind of gotta join the army.
Yeah.
You got the scarf for it, but that's about it, right?
Yeah,
you don't want to jump
I
in?
need the other stuff for it, you know? This isn't gonna protect me from anything.
So, the question I have, and I'm sure a lot of you guys have, if you're into music or want to know how people succeed in music in Los Angeles, it's like, how did you get here, and how did you get to where you are right now? Because it seems like this last year maybe you're especially taking off.
Honestly, this year has been so far like the best my career has ever been, because I feel like I finally figured out what I want.
What do you want?
I want to do what I want to do for once without worrying about whether it's something that would make me go viral or not.
Okay. So you're just staying completely true to your creative mindset and what you want to do.
So I make like Persian influenced electronic music, okay? Where I play like traditional Persian music. I use traditional Persian music online. I collaborate with traditional Persian musicians and artists to influence electronic music in America, and also hip hop music in America, and thus hopefully internationally. And for the longest time I would call this Persian trap music, because it was I was really into the trap sound, right? And
for those that don't know the trap sound, is that, you know, the fingers on the, what is that instrument called? And I'm not a musician, as you can tell.
That's just a drum pad.
Drum pad, okay.
But no, it's not that has nothing to do with the genre of trap.
Okay. Like, I know what the sound of trap is, but what distinguishes trap specifically?
It derived from like the TR-808, which is like a machine from Roland that created the 808 sound, like the boom in like hip hop music, like that's trap.
Okay.
Like when you have that boom, or when you have like the analog hi-hats, like these all derive from like this one machine that people started using for a style of hip hop that was eventually called trap music, because it was used it was like famous in like trap houses in Atlanta.
Okay.
Like that style, the style that they came up with,
Right.
derived from these sounds, came from the trap houses in Atlanta where they were smuggling drugs, selling drugs. Yeah. So that's why it was called trap music, because they're trapping. Well, I was always inspired by the EDM side when I was younger. And I wanted to always make my own version of it, where it was Middle Eastern influenced. And I've been pursuing that since I was like 14, 15 years old.
Your parents are from Iran, but you grew up here.
Yes,
right?
I grew up in Columbus, Ohio. Yeah.
But you feel a connection with the motherland?
With Iran?
Yeah.
Absolutely. Never fully though.
Never fully. You're
Yeah.
sort of in between the two?
I'm
or?
like the in-betweener, yeah.
Okay.
I'm like a direct definition of an in-betweener. Like the foreigners think I'm American, the Americans think I'm foreign. You know?
And your music is exactly in the middle too, I would say.
I hope so. That was done on purpose. I want the whole world for once to hear Middle Eastern music, and in my case, particularly Persian music, and be like, oh, I love Persian music.
Right,
Have
right,
you heard this
right.
song? And it's Asadi. Like that's what I want. You know, the way I would try to market my music is I would do these videos. So I would make these like 60-second videos that were like, I tried to make as engaging as possible on my Instagram, and just kept knocking it out, right? And it kind of reached a point where I was getting known for my videos and being less known for my music, my actual music that I was like really passionate about, that I put so much time and effort in, and you know,
Sure.
like my precious little babies that I put out on Spotify, I want the world to see.
Right.
And totally my fault, because I got so carried away with the video because I was doing so well and I was getting such a good following. This year is the year where I'm finally like, just like, screw it. I want to do what I absolutely love to do and just show that to the world. And I'll still do the videos and stuff, but I want to just, it's gonna take longer, and it's not gonna get as much engagement, but it's what I love to do. And now when I get half as many views for a video that is more and as like a well-produced music video that's not intended to be some quick little TikTok, right?
Right.
If I get half as many views as like the TikToky videos that I made, like I get so excited. Because I'm like, this is working, like people are accepting this. And the algorithms that we see online, the insights that you see online that show how many views you got, will never show how many fans you got. How many people that are emotionally attached to your music. When there was no social media, the only thing that would give you a good sign that you're like actually making a name for yourself is sales for your actual song, and people recognizing you in the street.
Right.
You know, and that's...
Which they've been doing.
For
for our little time here when the camera was off. So the music puts me in a trance. It puts me in a meditative, surrealistic sort of space where I lose a bit of time. If I'm in the right moment, like if I'm in the right mood, I can listen to one of your songs and get like out there for a bit, which I love it. It's the same as looking at a really, like a surrealist piece of art. Like a Dali or a Marguerite or something. It brings me out into this other state of mind, almost like a psychedelic without taking the psychedelic.
Yeah.
So would you say, because there are a lot of musicians that want to come up and bring their art to the world, what would be a couple tips? And you already gave one. It was stay, like where you're at now, you have enough of an audience, but staying true to what you want to do.
Yeah.
I do agree with that too, because my videos are all over the place.
Yeah.
I was with a diamond merchant the other day.
Yeah.
I was in the Hood in Watts 2 days ago.
Yeah.
Like I'm going into every different space, and while that might not be great for audience, because it's, you know, if you just stick to one genre completely, you can probably build more of a core fan, but I just do what I like because I don't want to get bored of it. You know, I want to keep stay
you're a great
interesting.
example. You do what you like,
Yeah.
but you work your ass off doing it.
Yeah.
That's all you got to do.
Yeah.
That's
Fact.
all you got to do. Is you got to do what you like to do and work your ass off doing it. My mindset now is less about doing quick gimmicky publicity to like just harvest a bunch of followers that don't really care about me that much.
Right.
And more like building one after another a quality super fan. And eventually, at this rate, I have built such a strong foundation that it would be hard to fall off as an artist. It'd be very
Gotcha.
hard to.
This is Caspian right here.
Yeah.
This took 1 hour to make,
Right.
but really it was probably years of practicing and experimenting and thinking,
Correct.
and then it just like one day spilled out of you.
Yeah.
Where are we going now? To get some food? Is that
We're
what
going to
you said?
Rafi, greatest Persian Armenian restaurant in Los Angeles, the city of Los Angeles. This is the Persian Palace.
Glendale, California. Rafi's place. So who is this?
This guy's name is Danny Asadi, and he's like a legend. Like everyone knows who he is. Like every Persian knows who he is.
It's like almost the equivalent of playing with Johnny Cash or something.
Yeah.
Like the Persian
Bob
Johnny
Dylan.
Cash, Bob
Yeah.
Dylan. Do you use some of that type of music in your music? would you say?
Absolutely. Like literally, like my music now, like
Yeah.
what I create now, is so traditional, like so conservative, but with this foundation of like modern arrangement.
Yeah.
Yeah. You know, the drums, the electronic drums that I involve, the textures, the sound effects and stuff. How you doing?
Thank you.
Ever since I was a kid, I always had this mindset of like I need to work hard now. And I'm like 12 years old, so I can blow up when I'm like 18. And then I'm like 14, and I'm like, I don't think I'm gonna blow up when I'm 18. I'm not even close to there yet, right? So then I'm 14, and I'm like, oh, I know what I'm doing wrong. I need to be doing this, and I'm like working even harder, right?
Right.
Always so competitive with myself to be like as successful as possible, as young as possible. But it only discouraged me once when I turned 18, and I was like, well, I'm not big yet. Like I didn't reach my goal, right? And I said that to someone, and someone like straight up laughed at me, like, dude, you're 18 years old. And then when I realized, I was like, okay, maybe it's okay if you reach a goal and you don't hit it, because when you shoot for the stars and you reach the moon, at least you still reach the moon.
Now you're 25.
Now I'm
Almost
25. Yeah.
This is
your
year.
I really feel it. I really feel it.
You can feel it just by being near Danny. It's coming over the table. It's an energy. It's an energy. I
Yeah.
feel it in your music, and I feel it being around you. And you never had to do like the LA, do music and also work a restaurant job at the same time.
I've been blessed. I didn't ever have to do that. No. I was 14 and my dad came home from Iran. He brought a sitar. And when he brought the sitar,
Explain the sitar to those that don't know.
it kind of looks like it's a lute. So it kind of looks like a wooden spoon with strings on it. And this is the Persian sitar. This isn't the Indian sitar. It's a completely different instrument. And when my dad brought it home from Iran, he visited Iran. He brought it home. And I was just blown away. Like from then on, I was like, because I didn't know about this kind of stuff. That there was like that. Us Persians had our own instruments. Like I thought that was so cool. I thought that was so unique. And when I went to Iran with my dad, like the following year, and saw all these Persian music stores, the walls of sitars and all these other instruments that I've never seen before in my life, I just wanted to buy all of it. I wanted all of it. And at the same time, I learned about electronic music. Like electronic music was first becoming a thing. And I also learned about the technology side of music and like how you can play like orchestras on your keyboard and arrange it on a software on your computer.
Yeah.
And I found out that was called producing.
Oh, fantastic.
Awesome.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
What is this called, Danny?
Kubide.
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 Okay, so traditional Iranian.
Yeah.
And I love that how they do the charred vegetables.
Yeah.
Has that been your guiding principle? You try?
Just try. At least try it.
Try.
Always try it. Always.
Do you ever get beat down?
Yes. With a big smile on my face. You know?
But what about outside voices? Does that ever affect you or no? I'm sure you get mostly positive.
Outside
responses,
voices always affect people.
but- Yeah.
Everyone sometimes, at the very least, sometimes gets affected by outside voices. So I'm not gonna try to say like I don't listen to anyone. Like no, that's not. But I like to think that I trust my gut before I listen to anything anyone else tells me.
Right. Very good. Persians love their rice.
Yeah, we're obsessed with rice.
Light, fluffy rice.
Yeah.
It's comfort food for you.
Comfort food, yeah.
It's like pasta for Italians.
Exactly. You know, my parents left Iran, moved to the United States, are U.S. citizens trying to live the American dream.
Right.
And I don't think they were very enthused for their son to be like a DJ or some shit, you know? But then they started to realize, man, this kid is either he's gonna die being a musician. Like, you can't change that about it.
When did they figure that out?
When I was like 18.
Okay.
And they're like, okay. It was when I was 18 and I dropped out of college, and they said, just go to college for music. And they really helped me out. Like, they helped me move all the way down to Florida, where I went to university there in Orlando for music. Got me an apartment, like just continued spoiling the shit out of me. And then when I was ready to move to LA, they were like, oh great, we want to come to LA too.
No way. They moved
Yeah.
because you moved.
They moved because I moved, and they always wanted a reason to leave Ohio, where I grew up, because they're just sick of it. They just wanted to live somewhere nice.
All right, guys, a little insight to a musician that's made it here and around the world. Cross-cultural fusion of music,
Yes, sir.
of cultural identity. And wow, you guys got to listen to what he has to offer. Danny Asadi, it's been awesome, man.
It's a pleasure. It's a pleasure to be on your channel. You're really cool. You're a cool man.
Thank you, bro.
I'm very grateful to be around you, let alone be in your videos.
Appreciate it.
Yeah,
Yeah, and I had Danny's music in my Iranian videos. I'll leave those down below too.
definitely watch them. Those videos are so cool. You guys gotta watch that.
All
Really
right.
cool. All right, man.
Thanks so much. Until the next one, guys.
Till the next one.
Take care.
I think that if you just do something because you love to do it, don't do it because it's getting you clout. Only do it because you love to do it,
Yeah.
but do it consistently and work your ass off doing it. I think you're gonna end up being where you want to be.
Yeah.